What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. I will be picking a video from last week and putting that winner down in the comment section right after I post this video, so make sure you check that out. Right after this video, I'll also be doing an NBA High Five. I know I've been slipping on posting the NBA High Five consistently, but I'm going to get back to making sure that I do that daily for you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. I will announce on Twitter at Cam_ATL if I will be going live or not today for MLB or not. We'll have to check and see. Most of the time, I like to go live for MLB if it's a noon game. That way, I have plenty of separation from NBA. The problem is that this slate is pretty close to the NBA start slate, so that if I go live, like I'm taking away time from both sports. They both lock around the same time, so it's going to be hard, but I'll figure it out. Maybe I can go live for MLB around 3 or so. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know on Twitter at Cam_ATL if I'm going to do a live show for MLB or whatever, all right? So let's start it out. It's pretty simple to me. Tyler Glasnow in this matchup against Texas is the go-to spend-up pitcher, in my opinion. Obviously, Garrett Cole's a solid option, but they do have a little bit of weather concerns in that game. So Tyler Glasnow at home in Tampa Bay, a pitcher-friendly ballpark, in a very plus matchup against Texas. I really love Glasnow here in this one. He's looked very consistent and solid so far this year. I think he's going to have his biggest game of the year. Vegas total's only at 3.3, so Tyler Glasnow is where you should really start your lineups. SP2. You can pay up for like a Zach Greinke because I love Houston's offense today. He's going to get some run support. He's got some good upside against Detroit. Or you can go Freddie Peralta, who's looked really, really good this year so far. I mean, this dude, his K rate has looked really good. He's over 30% to lefties, over 30% to righties. He has been smashing. He actually did very good against this exact Chicago squad. Most of the time, I don't love running a pitcher back against a team he's already faced recently. But at the end of the day, he got 8 Ks, only allowed one hit. I mean, Freddie Peralta at home against Chicago, huge strikeout upside, 7-7. I think he's just a little too cheap for the safety he pretty much gives us with his strikeout ability here. Okay. In the outfield, the three bats that I really love, my favorite bat of the slate is going to be Yordan Alvarez. Yordong Alvarez. This dude has a crazy amount of power. We already know that, right? Well, here's the thing. On top of the fact that Alvarez having a ton of power, the pitcher that they're going against gives up a ton of power. All right, Casey Mize gives up a 259 ISO and a 429 WOBA. He has a 1.91 WHIP. He does not miss bats. People against him hit with a ton of power. Houston is my overall favorite stack of the day. I do love some Yankee bats. I love the Yankees in Houston are the top two stacks for me today. It's going to come down to which of those stacks does better today, but in my opinion, the numbers kind of back Houston a little more than the Yankees, just a little bit, but I completely understand getting involvement in both teams today, okay? Jordan Alvarez has tremendous power, and going against a pitcher who gives up a ton of power to lefties, it's a fantastic spot for him. All right, Alvarez is a big time hitter, and he's in a fantastic spot today. So he's got a 243 ISO, 396 WOBA. Like Alvarez is my go-to guy at 4.7, getting me exposure to this Houston offense that's going to be very potent today. Score a ton of runs for under 5K, and there's multiple guys here. I gotta do another one as well. Michael Brantley. Okay, you can go Brantley, you could go Tucker here. Both of those guys are completely fine to me. I'm going to go Brantley because at the end of the day, he bats really high in that order. He bats second in this like potent order. He is very, very consistent. He has like over a 333 batting average versus right-handed pitching. All right, my struggles versus lefties badly. So, like I said, Tucker, Brantley, Alvarez. These guys are gonna should have huge games here in this game. Brantley is just really, really consistent. He's another bat that you're able to get a mid 4K range bat that should be probably in the 5Ks with how well this offense is probably going to score today. Outside of Brantley, other options. I mean, if you have the money, obviously Aaron Judge is a fantastic option in the outfield today. You could go Tucker if you need some money. Like if it comes down to it and you need a little bit extra money, going Brantley to Tucker is fine to open up some room. Um, you could go Dominic Smith at 4-4. Brandon Nimmo is fine. But yeah, honestly, my main focus here is finding the right Houston, the right New York is my main concern. Now, One of the cheaper Yankee bats that'll get you exposure to this Yankee offense without breaking the bank is Torres. Torres got the righty lefty matchup here in this one against Ray. He's got the righty lefty, and I love the situation here. Torres has a 267 ISO versus left-handed pitching. All right, and Robbie Ray gives it up to right-handed bats. So it's a fantastic spot here. Torres is a fantastic option at 4-5. Just again, another bat in one of these two stacks that you want to get that's not crazy price. Like Aaron Judge is high 5Ks. Let me check what Stanton is real quick. Stanton is 5-5. Like you're gonna have to pay a huge premium for the Yankee bats, whereas Houston bats you can get for a solid price. Outside of like Bregman, how much is Bregman today? Bregman's probably up there. Bregman's 5-2. So I would probably rather Judge or Stanton over Bregman, but it just depends on roster construction and where you end up having value when these lineups come out. That's the most important part. As of right now, I'm doing this high five in the morning before official lineups have dropped, so there could be like great value popping up in certain teams that you could take advantage of, and that might open up a spot in the outfield or a spot in third base. You know what I mean? So if you have a fantastic value that pops up in the outfield, that's going to take away from a spend up like a Judge or a Brantley or a Stanton or one of those guys. I'm playing Alvarez regardless, probably, but that's going to take away from one of those guys. So maybe you spend up at another position, and then maybe you end up with a Bregman or something like that. It comes down to roster construction, just like with NBA. It's such a big deal too. You got to make sure you take the value where it is, and then spend up where, in those other positions. But there you go. High five for DraftKings is Glasnow, Peralta, Torres, Alvarez, and Brantley. Let's talk home run predictions. All right. Let me pull that up. I've got my home run guys down already. I can already shoot out some Houston guys. I got to do Alvarez. I have to put Alvarez in that. I'm going to go Alvarez, Tucker, Brantley. I'm going to put my three Houston guys in because one of those guys are going yard, maybe two of them. And, Alvarez got double dong potential. Got to go Torres in the high five. Got to go Judge and Stanton. Those dudes have too much power. First base, I'm going to go Paul Goldschmidt. Really love Paul Goldschmidt at that position. I like St. Louis a lot today as well. St. Louis is another team that's very good. Evan Longoria, if he's in the lineup at 4-3, he's got crazy power, especially lately against left-handed pitching. So that'll be it for that. So Alvarez, Brantley, Tucker, and then Torres, and then Judge, Stanton, Paul Goldschmidt, and Evan Longoria is the home run predictions for today. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I'll be right back to do another video for NBA, so be ready for NBA video. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm out.